First, I'm going to get the day trading out of the way. This is called Day Trader's Delight. Thursday morning, the market was moving up, but I knew from the home page that we were in a downtrend. Sure enough, after lunch, the market started heading down, and the number of stocks declining started to rise. So I turned over to the Derby, and I switched it to today's Derby mode to find out who was in the lead. My focus was on short searches, so I changed from all searches to bearish, and saw that Cito Sinkers was in the lead. The Derby summary showed me that the bullish searches still had the lead, but the bearish searches weren't far behind. Clicking on Cito Sinkers, I saw the stocks in that portfolio. Most of them already had gains, and the equity curve was really starting to take off over this last hour or so. Everything looked good, so I took those stocks and added them to a paper portfolio using QuickFolio. In less than 2 hours, that portfolio that I had created using the Derby information was up more than 2% by 3 o'clock. That's pretty darn good. In fact, it works out to about an 800% annualized rate of return, just to give you a concept of how much that is in how little time. Finishing out the day, portfolio ended at 2.16%, so just slightly below its peak. Beautiful steady rise in those stocks, and I'm not sure if any day trader out there has ever found an easier way to make money than that. But a lot of you, in fact most of you, aren't day traders. So let's take a look at another strategy, one that you can do after the market is closed. This is called Head Start. It takes advantage of stocks that are already performing. This one is a great one for swing traders. If you like to hold stocks for a couple of days, maybe up to a week or so, try this out. Set your analysis mode to buy and hold. And you want to wait for a down signal from the RT Kicker combo. We've actually had several over the last few weeks. I'll use the one on May 6th. So click on the date box, and here we are in May. We can also use our quick dates. So there's my May 6th end date, just a couple of days ago. So we're nowhere near the beginning of this decline where you would expect big gains. Then we want to have the Derby analyze the last 5 days. So that's going to be April 30th. We'll click OK. There I have my 5 trading days. I'm going to clear the filters that we had on before, and we're going to look for the highest gaining short strategy. In this case, stinky stocks to sell short with an 8.5% gain over this period. If we click the strategy name, we'll see the stocks in that portfolio. They look pretty good. Now remember, this is as of May 6th. So these stocks have been in here for at least 5 trading days. The equity curve looks pretty good. It's been taking that portfolio higher almost every day of the period. But the Head Start strategy uses the highest gainers, the top 5 in fact. So we'll highlight those. And these are the only ones we would be purchasing. They have the highest gains out of the entire portfolio. So we'll right click and choose Quick Test to see how they would do. Now remember, we got word of those stocks on our date of May 6th. Switch that to our RT Kicker combo. And then we wouldn't have been able to get into those stocks realistically, at least if we were doing this at home at night, until the open of the next day, which was the 7th. We'll keep those positions till the close of today and run our test to check out the performance. Remember, we're short, so this 7% loss is actually a 7% gain because we want these stocks to go down. In a 2-day time frame, that works out to be a 2,500% annualized rate of return. Compared to the market, you're doing considerably better. Again, that annualized rate of return is not trying to make you believe that's what you're going to earn per year. It's just there to relate the gain to the time period you achieved it in. Let's try this one again. Let's use one of the RT Kicker combo timing signals that happen closer to the beginning of this pullback. So we'll go back to our date box, and switch us to March. March 24th was the RT Kicker combo down. And so the 18th would have been my start date if I want to analyze 5 days. So the 18th to the 24th. Again, if you're not sure, you have this little check right here. Stinky Stocks is our top gainer. The top 5. Let's quick test those. And remember, we're going from the next day, which is March 25th, to current. Not bad. 36% gain in about 6 weeks. That works out to be about 300% a year. And now that comes in very handy for comparison. We usually see that holding for smaller periods of time, you usually get the higher annualized rates of return. But still, this is awesome performance. Moving on, the last strategy that I'm going to show you is called Progressive Winners for short sellers. This one finds bearish searches that are able to find profitable short positions day after day, even when the holding time is progressively shrinking. So, if you remember our tour, progressively shrinking refers to that vary the start date mode. Just like all the trading strategies, we're never going to forget about market timing. We're going to use a market timing signal to know when to start our trading. It can be any timing system you prefer. I want you to test it out for yourself. I'm only using different timing systems in these examples to again show you the flexibility and the power of this tool. There's no one magic combination. It's that good. Literally any type of trader can use it to get faster, smarter, better results. And that's what VectorVest is all about. So this time I'm going to use a DEW signal. Now you don't have to change these quick dates, I just do it to show you. We had a DEW down signal on April 4th, and I'll extend my timing period a bit to 10 days. Oops. I chose a longer time period because I want to try to hold these stocks a little longer if I can. Perfect for a position trader that would like to stay in stocks for a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months. Our top gainers are once again instantly at the top. And we're just going to scan through the top 10 short results and find the one that has the highest efficiency rating. So in this case, it happens to be one and the same. That worst stocks over 20 has the highest efficiency average at 73.05. We can take a look at those results. We can see that the window of time is shrinking. The searches run each day for the top 10 stocks and held until April 4th, which remember is our DEW timing signal. So that's the date that we want to start looking to trade on. And since this search has been so consistent at finding winners, this vary by start date shows me that I'm going to run it fresh and find the new stocks that it's recommending on April 4th. So we'll move to Unisearch. We'll go ahead and select our DEW signal date of April 4th. Go down to our Searches Short folder and select Worst Stocks Over 20. On our signal date, this is what we would have found. And let's quick test to see how these guys did. Again, not bad. We want to see a loss, and these stocks overall lost almost 26%, so that would have been our gain if we were short. And we did this in about 1 month. And if you hadn't shorted these stocks until the next day on 4/7, since that was a Friday, you still would have had outstanding results. I think that is absolutely amazing. I know this is historical performance, but that used to be the present. These were results you really could have had, and all I did was follow the strategies that we introduced more than 6 months ago. If you're not sure how to use the Derby, just wait for your favorite timing signal and follow the steps in that report. These Derby strategies can be used by any type of trader, and you can be completely done in less than 10 minutes. In fact, I doubt it would take you that long. The Derby is that powerful. Sometimes people aren't too happy when a company features anything outside the basics. Just one more thing you've got to buy, right? And I understand that. But VectorVest has made sure that you can use the Derby for an entire month without spending a dime. Just give us a call. It's 888-658-7638 and we'll get you all set up. You might say, yeah, but there's still the problem of if I like it, then I have to pay for it. Well, that's true. But where's the downside in that? You're only going to like it if it makes you money. And if it's paying for itself plus adding profits to your account, then that's a pretty great problem to have. Look at it this way. If someone hands over the keys to a Ferrari, free and clear, you'd be crazy not to take those keys. You have the same extreme power available here. Don't give up your opportunity to take advantage of something that gives you such an enormous advantage in the market, because you have absolutely nothing to lose. There's no cost, no obligation. You don't even have to trade real money. Paper trade instead. And if the Derby pays for itself in that time, which it definitely can, keep it going. And if it doesn't, don't keep it. It's that simple. So give us a call and start using the new, improved RealTime Derby. That's the end of today's presentation. Thanks for joining us, and remember you can also attend the live Q&A webcast that we'll have on Monday. Also, you might want to stop by VectorVest University and check out more of the great strategies we have there. Thanks so much for watching.